Hmm. Good evening, anyone who's joined. Oh, for heaven's sakes. I'm very distracted because normally when I do my streaming, and when I do my recording, in fact, I run NVIDIA Broadcast, which I just use it for clearing up the microphone and removing background sounds. But now that I've upgraded to a 5070 Ti, the old version of NVIDIA Broadcast no longer works. You have to upgrade. And the new versions are shit. So I'm just using my microphone as it is right now. I'm just distracted by the fact I'm muting and unmuting it because it's not set up for different screens properly. Where NVIDIA Broadcast was set up that if I was on my streaming itself, then it would broadcast, then, it would output the sound. Whereas if I'm on the starting soon screen, then it doesn't. But I haven't set that up because the last thing I expected was that I would have a problem with NVIDIA Broadcast. Checked all my other settings with upgrading the card. I did not expect the issue to be NVIDIA Broadcast at all. That comes quite a shock, but never mind. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me just shut those windows off. You will probably hear some of my mouse clicking and some of my keyboard clicking, and I apologize profusely. I will fix this tomorrow, but it will mean some noise gating and editing on the sound front and messing with the microphone and stuff that will take probably several hours to fix and get right, so that you can still hear what I'm saying and I'm not cutting out my voice. On the bright side, the game seems to be... It just generally feels smoother. I never have FPS counters up when I play games. I judge it by on how it feels and how things run. And I felt like I was doing a few runs yesterday, and I felt like it was smoother. So... yeah, I think the graphics card has made a difference. Anyhow, all of that aside, I've kind of got a mix of gear here because I was using one set of gear and I've switched to my other set of gear, basically. I should have a hideout upgrade available. I was building my Bitcoin farm. When did I put that together? Yesterday or today? We'll find out in a minute because it'll tell me how long's left. But yes, so far, 5070 is quite nice. Or the 5070 Ti. My PC is much quieter and much cooler in general. That could also be because I hoovered it out completely. Took all the fans out, cleaned them. Cleaned all the the radiator and everything on the CPU all in one cooler. So it all seems to have helped. How much time's left? Oh, still 12 hours. Okay, so it's probably been going since yesterday, and it's still going now. Fine. There you go. That's a long one. That's highlighted because I can build the Lucky Scav junk box as well. Down here. But you need... I've managed to get 3 of those. I was down to 1, and I've found another 2. But I need rollers, and I need some skull rings. I haven't seen those in ages, and I need more bronze line figurines. So yeah, a few bits and pieces. Let's just quickly look at the traders and see what tasks there are. So we've got test drive part 1, which is to use the SR25, which is what I'm actually using, but it's using a very specific setup. Eliminate PMC operatives on reserve as a scav. We'll take it. That might be fun to try and do. I've been trying to be more aggressive, especially with the scav, and I have managed to kill a few PMCs and get some good loot on the scav doing that. I'm working on the basis when I play a scav now, if I don't find a good item early on, I go try and hunt some PMCs if I'm on a map where I know where they're going to be. And if I die, I die, because I got no decent loot anyway. But if I don't die, it's well worth it. These long roads on Lighthouse. I haven't been to Lighthouse yet. Skiing with Skier is... I'm surprised that's still going. I thought that had ended. I thought he'd already won. Maybe they just extended it. I don't know. Fishing gear on Shoreline. That's to take something for him to Shoreline. I haven't accepted it before. Okay, he wants us to hide. SV90. 98 even. And Leatherman multi-tool. That's a really odd mix of stuff. But okay. It's not like there's a time limit on it. I'm so going to get killed carrying that. Where's this one at? Fishing gear. I kind of fancy going to Shoreline because I haven't been to Shoreline much. Fishing gear. Tarkov. Oh, the boat's just on the down the front there. Okay. Well, that's not too exciting at all. Okay, fine. Mechanic. Gunsmith part 6. Exit location. Interchange. I'll accept it. Just interchange is interchange, right? What we got here? Wow, lots of dailies and stuff. Streets of Tarkov. Any location. Hand over in-raid item screw nuts. Hand over in-raid item insulating tape. What is insulating tape? Why do I not have any of that? I was going to say screws. Okay, so it's literally that they're not really screw nuts. They're nuts off nuts and bolts. Something lost in translation there. Eliminate Shoreline. Eliminate scavs with a left leg or right leg shot from a distance of more than 50 meters. Well, if I'm going to Shoreline anyway, I guess we can try and do that. Okay. Fine, we'll go to Shoreline. Let's grab those items off Peacekeeper. I have slightly more room in my inventory than I used to. Now that I have places to put stuff. I will... Oh, I can put that in my butt box. And then it's safe. I'm not taking any more ammo for that. Because if I run out of ammo for that, then I should just be using this. I've got more BP there. I'll take a little bit extra BP. I did discover one sad thing about this lovely weapon. The NL545 is great, but you can't put 60 round mags in it. Because I've got a bunch of these 60 round mags. I got 3 off Killer, when I killed him. And then I got 3 off a PMC when I was doing a scav run. I don't know if he killed Killer and got them or what, but he had those, and but they don't fit on that gun. So that was a shame. Fit on my other guns though. What was I looking for? Oh, ammo. Pistol case. I must have some more BP. I could take BT instead. Ah, there we go. Well, that makes life very easy. We'll just take that and that. I need an auto stack all in every container button. That would be handy. I don't think it exists. Right, so we've got a shoreline. Let me get a map up of shoreline. I mean, there's a map there, but it's not very big. Tarkov maps. I assume we can hear the game, by the way. I just suddenly had this thought of... Yeah, we can. I'm paranoid now about the sound settings. Would help if I click at the top on shoreline. There we go. That is where my enemies spawn, the goons, so we don't want to go there if we can help it. Fine. Right, what other tasks do we have other than the shoreline thing? What do we have for shoreline itself? So we've got fishing gear, which is to plant that stuff, which we can try and do straight away. And then our backpack is empty. Got colleagues part 1, which is health resort, pier, cottages. Okay. Survive an extra. That's sort of a bit everywhere. I assume you don't have to do them all in one go. Healthcare privacy. Oh, it's an ambulance with markers. Ooh. I mean, that's potentially doable. Healthcare privacy part 1. The thing is, with something like healthcare privacy, you can do it bit by bit, can't you? Okay, so there's... Oh, 2 ambulances are at the front, where I always seem to spawn, so that's fine. And then 1's in the actual compound. Well, that's alright. It depends where we spawn, of course. I'll probably spawn on the other side of the map. Nothing fishy about this. Locate Ragman's SUV on shoreline. Nothing fishy about this. I have a feeling I know where that is, but I might be wrong. I am slightly wrong. It is not the one I expected. And then the signal, which is an ongoing thing, which is find the signal source on shoreline. 1's in the main compound and 1's elsewhere. I'm not going to be able to do all of these quests in one go. It's not happening. But we'll try and do bits and pieces. I have a story quest. Flash drive. There's a flash drive on the G-Wagon SUV and it's on shoreline. I'm pretty sure it's near the village. Falling Skies flash drive. Falling Skies flash drive. Yeah, it's near the ambulances, so that's perfect for us. Near the ambulances. So let's go flea market. It's so much easier just to do that. And then we'll purchase 3. And we'll stick them in here when I find them. Super. We're going to shoreline. We're going at that time of day. Perfect. Next. Ensure everything. It's going to cost me a fortune. It also ensures that gun, which obviously it'll be a pain if I lose it. I've got food and everything else, so that's fine. I'm not convinced that changing graphics cards has improved the loading times in this game or anything. The loading time is still mostly related to loading the items at the end. I don't think that's on the graphics card. I think that's what data is coming from their server to tell you what the particular loot spawn is, or the loot table for that loading. Because I think that's the big thing that's always changing, is the loot table. Because the map data is going to always be generally the same, except for positioning of stuff, I guess, like other PMCs and the scabs. Estimated wait time's quite high tonight, but I guess it is Friday. More people playing. Hopefully, it won't have too long to wait. I started trying a bit of Terra Invicta earlier. It's Terra Invicta, isn't it? Yeah, Terra Invicta. It's a complex game. I'm still doing the quote-unquote tutorial section. I think I'm a couple of hours in. There's a lot to read. Seems pretty good, but yeah, it seems involved. That didn't take too long. I'll immediately get shot in the face by someone. A lot better than the estimated time. We'll see where we spawn. Every other time I've spawned on this map, it's been in the little village. So this time I'll spawn somewhere completely different. Yep. Where the hell am I? Oh. Oh, I'm literally at the intercom. Okay. So I'm right at the other side of the map. Awkward. My mask is all smudged. Could you not have wiped it? So my exit's going to be the other side of the map, right? Road North VX, yeah. Tunnel? Tunnel. Oh, well, tunnel's like where I want to be heading to. All of that shooting, right? See, I know exactly what that is. That's the fucking goons. I'd really rather not get into an engagement with the goons. That's a good way to die instantly. So we will give them a wide berth. Hey, Max. Well, it's not quite as cold as it was because the Christmas or the winter event is over for now. So the frostbite is gone, so you no longer freeze to death. So that's a nice improvement. All of that shooting is I don't know if you know Tarkov at all, Max, but there's these three bosses that spawn together called the goons. One's a sniper, one's got a grenade launcher, and one's like a guy with a assault rifle who charges at you. And all of that shooting is very likely them, and I think they spawn up there where that tower is. Well, no, I know they spawn there because it says so on this map. $26. Well, it's been freezing here in the UK. I suspect, and I could be wrong, that that might be where the whole naming convention comes from, yes. You know what? They know this one. They're at the one past this. We're okay. There's another tower past this that I was looking at before, and I've not got any closer to that one, so we're okay. They're not up here. Panic over. Yeah, we had snow. It cleared today. Some places are still getting snow in the UK though, but the snow cleared out here. We have had some sleet today though. It's still very cold. I'm going really slowly because I've got this other gun on me that I have to drop off somewhere. North of the UK. North of England. That's where the goons are. Actually, I'll rephrase that. That's where they spawn. They could well be running at me right now. You see, the goons aren't allied to anyone. They're rogue bosses. So, a lot of the bosses in the game are scavs. So, they have an allegiance to the scavs, but there's a couple of bosses that are rogue bosses, and they just shoot everyone. I'm tempted to pop a mule just so I can get around a bit faster. I need to get rid of this other gun. That's the health resort in the middle there. I spawned the worst part of the map because pretty much everything I want to do is at the other side. And I don't want to go up there because the other boss can spawn up there. And trying to have an engagement with a boss while I'm overweight would just be very, very unpleasant. There's always a way around the bosses. That's what I like to think. I've never actually fought the boss on this map. I don't know what he's like. I imagine he will hurt. Because all the bosses hurt. You see, the goons. I have killed every single goon individually. But I haven't managed to kill them altogether. I've always died to them. Except once when I'm pretty sure 2 of them were already dead. I don't know why I'm standing there, because if they see me, the sniper will slot me. They have a mixture of gear. The problem is, unlike the other AI in the game, they have they have good aimbots. And they have more health. So it's not just about them having armor. I believe like their individual body parts that you shoot out have more health, so they take more bullets. So although they all have sort of decent gear, that's not why they're such a challenge. I think it's the increased health and the fact that they don't miss most of the time. It's rare they miss. If they're shooting at you, they're going to hit you. Whereas the other AI kind of shoot around you. Right, we're kind of past the goons. Up there is a separate issue, but we're past the goons, sort of. As long as they're not roaming. Because what I have found about the goons is they like to roam. Yeah. That is an issue in pretty much every game. They're either incredible or stupid. What is this? Oh, this is a different area again. Just scav spawn here. So that's fine. But I need to go south of this. Oh, hang on. I need to kill 3 scavs with leg shots from over 50 meters. That's definitely over 50 meters. But I don't know if that was a leg shot kill. It might count as a crotch shot. I thought for a second that was at me. I'm so confused. I'm like, who the hell can see me? Grenades, lots of automatic fire. I wonder if the goons have gone up there. Oh my god, he's still alive. He's still alive. Ow, 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 ow. That was silly. He's still alive up there. So I didn't kill him. Can I get on the roof? I don't know this area or this map at all. I'd lob a grenade at him, but I'd probably miss and it'd fall on my head. I'm not sure if you can get up here. Do the ladders work? No. The one on the roof is still there. They're not going to have anything I want on them. He's injured and bleeding because he's coughing his guts up. So he might still die from his injuries. Can't go in there. You must need a key. I don't know if that's... I think it's just the guy on the roof shouting. It's very hard to tell. Can I need to be down there anyway. So hopefully if he's alive... That's the goons. You can tell by the sustained fire. What the hell? I didn't want that. I wanted my laser on. Now I've got my laser and my light. What a waste of ammo. Ooh, food. They shout and call for backup. That's what all that noise is about. I'm checking here because sometimes they have keys. Not always. Wow, he's looted a lot. I don't know if that's the guy in the roof or someone else out here. It's very hard to tell. I'd really like to get on with my quest now. I don't have time for your nonsense, guys. Because eventually the goons will come looking for what all this shooting is about. And then I'll be sad. Because they will murderize me. I'm in range of them if I stand here. I'm just hitting the minor amount of damage I took when I walked through that barbed wire. Oh, the sniper is alive, look. I'm really upset by that. I thought I did quite a good job at shooting him in the legs. Oh, there he is. Screw it. I need to do my quest. How long have I got left? 27 minutes. Which side of this do I need to be on? Technically the other side of this. decided I would kill him, since he's caused me so much hassle by not dying immediately. Right. So there's some kind of pier in front of this where I have to leave this gun. There can also be enemies here, so... Not that I'm going to walk a huge amount faster once I get rid of this weapon. I'm still significantly overweight because I'm carrying 2 guns like a lunatic. As someone pointed out in the comments of my... oh, someone's set this on fire. Oh dear. Okay. I won't be going in there to loot, will I? Going down here? Hmm. Never been here before. This is all new. Ooh, that was weird. I paused for a second as I jumped over that. I have been told, oh, it might be Lighthouse actually. I know on one of the maps where there's a shoreline, you can find really good loot. This looks like a... Oh, there you go. A romantic walk. Till I get shot by a sniper, yeah? I mean, this is the difference. If you play this in PvP, I'd have been shot by now. Because, obviously, players in PvP will find a nice spot where, like, it's a transit point that players will use to do quests and stuff and need to go through a certain place, and they'll just set up camp and shoot you as you try to cross. That tree that I walked across would be a good example, probably. I'm holding down the key, and I'm panicking that I heard that shooting behind me. We need to go all the way down there, so I'm just going to stay on the beach for now. Because I'd love to do these quests. I've got to place a couple of beacons on some ambulances. And there's an item I need to find on an SUV if it's there. Manco, yeah. I don't think the reason I call him that is because he plays Tarkov a lot. He's played a lot of Tarkov. Mostly he plays the PvP mostly, and I was saying to him, you know, it's the frustrating thing is obviously things like the extract campers, and he was like, I've never seen any extract campers. And I'm like, if you've never seen extract campers, you are the camper. Because it's quite a reasonably common thing. People camping the extracts. Because it's easy money, isn't it? You camp the extract, kill people who are trying to leave, and then loot them and leave yourself. And I haven't played a lot of Tarkov, and it used to happen a fair bit. Some maps were worse than others. Because it was easier to be, you know, covering an extract from a good position. I don't really know with this map because I've never played it. I don't think I ever came here when I played before. I didn't get that far. Yeah, it's annoying, isn't it, with the whole deck situation. I find that when I'm doing stuff in the strike team build, and then switch back, obviously all my decks are messed up. There is I think there is a way to save your decks and then put them back, but I'm not sure how. I forget. I think that's the SUV, but there should be some ambulances here as well. I'll just stand still, hang on. Let my stamina regen briefly. As I mentioned, I am overweight. Because I've got a lot of gear on myself anyway. Just drink that. Oh, I mean, for 10v10 I wouldn't worry about deck metas. For 10v10 you could just play the default Eugen decks. I feel like there should be something really cool out there. You have to go across that boat and then out to that house. This is actually an extract, and I can use it. They aren't normal. I think they're scavs, but they look weird. Oh, he is dead. Oh, sorry. I missed you there. I think they're scavs because they missed me. Yeah, scavs. They're wearing trainers. It's a dead giveaway. I didn't even see he was wearing a mask. Do I want to pick anything up off you? Not really. I might as well look since I've killed them here. Come on, give me a key or something. 20,000 rubles. Kind of makes up for wasting the bullets on you. And probably the cost of the bullets. I mean, quantity is good for 10v10 though, because it's really easy to run out of units in a 10v10. Due to the sheer amount of people you're playing against. Because even if you have like a small amount of fancy units, it doesn't do you any good if you ever walked up to an area and thought, are there any traps here? Yeah, if you have like expensive units in a 10v10 in Warno, and you end up fighting a couple of people, you could easily lose your expensive units, and then you've got nothing left, which has happened to me before. Where are these ambulances? There's one there. An SUV's over there, so I assume that's where... Oh, there's an ambulance there. Well, that's some of the questing done. Just to plant those. I'm not sure how long you're supposed to stay in the area, to be honest. I never stay very long. But I don't like to get too far away. Just in case it cancels it or something. This must be the SUV? I guess it is an SUV. I was about to say it looks more like a Jeep from the front, but... That's literally the flash drive. Oh, it's a quest item. It doesn't appear in my inventory. Okay. Weapon parts. Why is my character panting weirdly? Oh, I know I can hear my breath. It's because I've got the mask on. Could be. It does look sort of military, doesn't it? 15 minutes left. I might just leave. And then come back. And then we'll have more time. Let's do that. We've done a couple of quests. Or we've done bits of that one as well. We'll get out and then come back. It quite often sounds like my characters have asthma. Or my character in this. I just put too much items on them. I had the same problem in Stalker Gamma. I'm always overloaded because I pick everything up. And I always want to be fully kitted. Other people have, like, sensible loadouts. Thorax, stomach, thorax. So yeah, I'm not getting any leg kills there. You never know when you're going to need something. It's always good to have extras. Always good to have extras. But yeah, I should really start trying to run with just one weapon, but I don't have much faith in myself using my assault rifle long range. So I always like to have the sniper on me as well. But you can get scopes for that would probably be enough. What ammo's in this? M80. Oh. One M80. I have other types of ammo for that. BP. Go. Take the food back in with me. All I need is some water or something. Vita will do nicely. Spare healing stuff. But we've got at least one hand in. Yeah, we can do his. Fishing gear complete. That's customs one. Fine, we won't take that at the minute. You got the pistol for close range. I've very, very rarely pulled it out. I mean, I suppose technically, if I didn't have that, I might use the pistol more. For when one runs out of ammo. Because it does happen. You do run out of ammo sometimes. Let me drink 30 of that. I probably don't need to eat anything right now. Can I repair this? No. No. I was wondering if I can get rid of the crack in it. I have that, which will now transfer to there. Hand over the flash drive to prep. I think I can just hand over the drive and let's see what happens. I think I have to actually visit him for this because it's a story quest. You don't get any experience for doing the story quests, annoyingly. You only get experience for doing the side quests. Which doesn't make much sense, but...
Вот и ты, солдат.
Find your flash drive.
Принес? Молодец.
Objective failed. Wait.
Ну-ну, не задерживаю тогда.
I know I failed the other thing, cause... Okay. Failed hand over the cash. I didn't need to hand over the cash because I knew where it was because I cheated. I located the right G-Wagon and I retrieved the flash drive. Wait for the information from Prepo. Okay, so we just wait. That's fine. That's on the... I don't know what it is, but when you go and actually visit the traders, it does really make your... put some strain on your system, like resources. So that's the first time since I've had this new card that it's been quite noisy, is when you go in there and talk to them. What was the other tasks I had? Elimination on shoreline is still a thing to do, which is fine. And then we still had the healthcare thing, so we still need to go and put the third one on. We've got to find these pier, the people on the pier. Colleagues part 1. It depends which pier. Depends which pier. Oh, it's the main pier. Okay. Okay. I thought it might be. The boss can spawn in several locations on the map, and that is one of the places. We still got signals. And nothing fishy about that. Fine, okay. So we've refilled all of those. We've got healing. We've got food and water. We've got the other one of those. If we get to that point. I actually have various keys for this map. I have no idea what any of the keys are. And I'm doing quests, so let's not do looting, or I'll get bogged down. Yeah, very like it's all made in Unity, which is a really weird engine to make this type of game in, I feel, but they sort of got away with it. Not most exciting rewards. I have so many Twitch rewards. All of these are Twitch rewards. There's probably about 40 or 50 there. Right, I'm happy. Let's go back in. Everything's insured. Just out of habit, I double check because sometimes I've changed bits and pieces and then realised once I've gone in raid that I didn't actually insure what I changed. We'll see where we spawn this time. I think Unity's good for some stuff. And I also think that it struggles with some stuff more than other things. Like, it has very mixed results when it comes to RTS games. Like Broken Arrow. Very good example. Very, very good in some ways. But technically, it struggles, and optimization-wise, it really struggles. And I imagine that had they had the option to go back in time, they may have tried a different engine. But when you're a small team and it's your first game, Unity is an obvious choice because it's easily accessible. Whereas some of the alternatives, not so much. See if it loads in as fast this time. A lot of the estimated time is server waiting time. A lot of the excitement about this game will have waned off a bit now because the initial launch period's over and the Twitch drops have stopped for the time being. I mean, to be honest, like, for the basics of learning Unity and stuff like that, there's loads of guides and tutorials. So if you wanted to play around with it in your spare time, it's very much doable. But putting together a fully functioning game will take a long time like that. It's alright, just do what everyone else is doing. Let an AI do it for you. That's the new thing, right? Just let the AI do it. You too can make an AI slop game. I thought it was quite interesting that Hooded Horse came out and have said they actually have it written into their contracts that the developers who they publish can't use AI. I think that's quite good. Not that I'm horrendously against AI, but I think there's a time and a place for it. And at the moment, it's being pushed as an answer to everything. And I don't think it is an answer to everything. Okay, let's see where we get to now. Oh, I spawned in the same place. Not the end of the world, I guess. That'd be a really interesting game. There are obviously similar concepts or similar types of games, but not specifically about that. That's an interesting niche, actually. I'm not sure it would sell incredibly well, but I think it would certainly have an interested following. What's she doing about trains? That's copyrighted me. No one steal it. Train nerds would love that. Yeah, a bit like the cooking games where you get an order and you have to cook a certain thing in a certain way. With certain ingredients and stuff like that. Or wasn't there like a PC building game? I'm sure I have that and I got it free at some point. But it was so weird. Running... It was like PC buildings management game. But I played it a little bit. I was just like, why am I doing a job on my computer? Like, I could just work in IT and build computers for people. Why am I doing it in the game? I was half expecting to walk in here and find there was like a staircase to an underground basement or something. What the hell is this? They have full server setup in here. I need that for something, so I'm going to take it. Base upgrade stuff. Nothing else in here to loot, though. Why? I'm sure I need some spark plugs. Why is that not highlighted? That's strange. Pretty sure that's not at me. I was trying to be cheeky and have a look over here and see if the goons are there. Not that I can see. I don't want to stand still too long. I'm shooting over that way, but the trees make it hard to see what's going on. Could be anywhere over there. I tried Train Simulator, I never got into it. Now I'm hearing explosions up there. I enjoy some simulation games. But the train one I never got into. I know the Germans love Train Simulator. / all sim games. I decided my character sounds like he's permanently going to have a heart attack when he's got this visor on. Kind of want to go to the main compound and see if I get killed. I genuinely have no idea what the boss is like. But I've got this quest to do up there anyway with the ambulance. Just want to be careful because I heard that shooting. So I know there's someone over this way somewhere. There's just 2 on the room. You're adding a dad joke in there with your dad game, honestly. That was terrible. That was terrible, man. I love my management sims. But I never got in, not quite as much into the other like simulators like farming sim and stuff like that. Just never tickled me in the right way. Gonna let my stamina regen before I get any further up because I have no idea what to expect up here. If the boss is there, I don't know what the boss is like, what he does, what weapons they have. If he has guards, which he probably does. I know there's snipers around here as well. Oh wow. It's not actually a wall around this. Okay, that changes things. I imagined that this is going to be a wall, but it's a fence. Ugh. There was someone there. Why are they crouched? That was weird. I've never seen the AI crouch walk around before. Can't see anything. I think there's a hole in the fence there. That was weird. Ah. That might be why they were crouching. Maybe they heard someone over there. Oh yeah, there's people running at the other side of the compound. So it could be scabs and PMCs. Okay. Is this a gap? It is. I've seen this place in videos. But I've never been here. But I've seen this building in videos. This is where I walk on a tripwire mine or something. I want to see if I can get up to the roof. Because there is a quest that requires you to go on the roof, I believe, to get to a satellite dish. Right. Immediate risk is snipers on the other roofs. Looks clear. You see a satellite dish? Oh, there's a satellite dish. This is actually loads better than I thought. I was expecting it to be not possible to get between the buildings, but it's pretty good. Oh, I can't get over to that one, can I? I could jump down there, I guess. There's someone down there with a big ass backpack. Problem is I can't see anyone. All that shooting, I guess I missed it. Oh no, there. I'm not sure that's who I saw before. Running the opposite direction. I guess I need to go downstairs to get across this bridge to get onto that. Speaking of, by the way, there's supposed to be an ambulance somewhere. It's a fire engine. I don't see an ambulance. Hello there. Oh, it's Santa. Don't shoot Santa. That is Santa. I thought I saw someone with a big backpack. I think this is an ambulance. So I need to go downstairs. And I need to be in the other building. Oh. Scavs. I think that's further away. I think that's down there somewhere. Anyhow. Do I want to loot these guys? Do I care? What the hell was that? That sounded close. There are more. This is the problem. When I start shooting people, I stir up a hornet's nest and everybody comes. I think it was probably that guy, but I hear voices. So... that's a fight between these people. I'm being shot from behind here. Hang on. Everybody's here suddenly. I was being shot from behind. I'm not actually injured. Whoever it was had bad bullets, thankfully. That was literally shooting everywhere. Rude. I'm just going to eat and drink. Reload some ammo. That's outside. They might know where I am because they're AI. They do cheat. How much time do we have left? 25 minutes. Shit! Remember I was talking about a boss? I mean, that was from somewhere in front of me through the windows because I heard the windows shatter. Sanitar. Is that a boss or is that a PMC? Ah. Sanitar. Our boss. Yeah. Yep. 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 Also comes with some followers. So that is the boss on this map, Sanitar. There you go. It happens. I mean, he knew where I was. As I say, the AI cheat. As soon as I stepped out, I was dead. Murderized. The bosses are nasty. If they get the shot off first, it's very hard to kill them first. It tends to be with the bosses in this game. You just have to sit and let them come to you, but I had no idea the boss was there. I don't want that ammo. I'm just going to sell that quickly. Now. Oh. I mean, it's not terrible. I'll just hang on to it for now. Right, well, that was a shame to die after getting very little with that gear, but never mind. It is what it is. Put my Santa beard back on. Can I have a helmet? What's that helmet like? Level 4? Do I have anything? I must have some level 5 helmets. Not in there. Not in there. This one? Aha! Oh, maybe they are all level 4. Fine, I have a level 4. Where's it gone? There you go. Contact will do. Shame to lose all that ammo that I just put in. No worries, Max. Have a good one, dude. Enjoy the rest of your day. I hope the weather's nice. AK 12 back. Better take BT ammo for a change. Oh, off to the beach. So yeah, very nice weather then. Enjoy, dude. Oops. I still don't have a silencer for that. Maybe I should just use my other one. It's my AK-74 has the thingy. Put the 60 round mag in there, but it'll be a waste. That's repaired. That's all fine. This can probably get repaired. Mechanic? No. Okay. No, it can't. Okay. Something to be aware of. Keep my eye out for ammo for that. That's more ammo for these. And then a couple of grenades. Where's my grenade? I've got a couple of grenades of that. There you go. I've died a couple of times recently. It's quite annoying. Drink. One of those. I'll see if I can find any painkillers in the game. Food. I'll have that one as well. Hang on. Take an MRE with me. I've got plenty of them. Okay, so Shoreline is going to be a painful experience, clearly. Did I get any? I didn't get anything towards that. Okay. Interchange, maybe, instead. We got that to do. Have I got any other quests to do an interchange now? I'm just spawning at the wrong side of Shoreline today. But I figure if I go back there, I'm just going to get slaughtered by that boss. I don't know his movement or anything. And then the main story quest, that's getting into the terror group facility. Stuff on Woods is just an ongoing battle to try and find the BTR driver. Reserve. I need a key for that, which I don't have. Ah! But apparently there's a chance to get the key for this on customs. Let's go to customs and see if we can get that. I don't think I have anything too exciting on customs. Viewership is just ongoing. Rite of passage is just an ongoing thing. That I'm not going to do. Okay, now obtain the valuable item in dorm room 203 on customs. Optional gain access to 214. 203 and 214. Do I have the key on me for 203? No, I don't, but I do have that key. 203. At least I had that key. There we go. I was going to say. Definitely have it. Definitely have it. It's empty and crap, but we'll head to customs and try and do those missions then. That sounds like a plan. And there wasn't any other dailies for customs. It's an ongoing elimination, fine. All of that stuff. I've got ammo. Oh. Don't know why I bother, I never use it. Ammo for everything. I mean, I'm Am I going to use the sniper on this map? Maybe on the long corridors, because that won't be good. Oh, I'm going to customs first. I'm thinking I'm going to change. I'm going to customs first. Customs, 7 AM, next, ensure everything. There's another 100 grand down the drain. At least you get it all back in PvE, most of it seems. I can't complain too much. I'm going to put my map up for customs, but I know it pretty well, to be fair. No, just show me the maps. I don't want... It always loads the interactive one. I don't want that. Apparently, I think the key is in front of Warehouse 4, potentially, in the car park. But we'll have to just see. I don't know if it is or not. We'll have to see. You know, my Santa beard doesn't look quite as good with a strap going through it. Kind of spoils the look. Oh, I'll probably get killed by the goons now. I've never killed the other boss on this map, actually. The one who has the 2 guards. His guards always kill me. The bosses never kill me. Always the guards. I've never actually visually seen the boss, I don't think. I've always been shot by the guards before he's got involved. Rashala, is it? I think it's Rashala. So, going to Doms would be good if I can do that, and I need to go to Warehouse 4. See where we spawn. And how much fighting we have to do to get there. Not having to wait too long for the servers tonight, which is nice. Still got these other ongoing quests, but one of them's in the building where the goons always spawn, and I don't really want to have to go to that building and get shot. It'd be nice not to lose this set of gear. I have more gear, but these are like my 2 main sets. Big Red. I mean, it would be rude if I didn't pop into Big Red. And quickly loot everything. Because there is it. safe in the main room. I can see if there's any bits in that. That's insulating tape. How can I not have insulate? Wow. I guess I haven't picked it up in a long time. I must have used it all. So I needed it for that quest, and I'm just like, I usually have everything for those quests. I thought that was in here, but it must have been on the other side of that wall. I mean, if they want to come in and play with me, they can. I'm going to take that splint just because I am working my way through it. Check for GPUs. I've been getting lucky with GPUs lately, so I found a few for my Bitcoin farm. No such luck today. Do I still need computer fans for something? It seems to think I do, but take that sugar. Nothing there. Well, you let me know when you're coming in, and I'll turn around and shoot you at that point. I mean, I think I've already got 214 on me, but maybe I don't actually. Ooh, something good in here. Lion. Can't decide if this person's outside or under me. Under me. I shot the bar somehow. Of all the things I could hit. You're over here on your own, buddy. Unusual. I mean, I need 3 lions in total for the thing I want to make, so that's good. Right. Happy days. Oh, shit. I need a diaper change. I was not expecting that when I walked out. It was so quiet. So quiet. I heard them coming. But I wasn't expecting them to be just in front of me. Anyhow. Firework. Yeah, we're gonna call in an airdrop. Oh. The only thing is, an airdrop will fill me up completely, but I guess I can do it at the end. Slash, just do a raid specifically to do the airdrop. Let's see if they have any interesting keys. I kind of like taking the food, but I'm just wasting space, probably. Yeah, nothing. Right. Doms. I'm less heavy with this particular gear setup than I am with the other one, which is nice. Though it's not quite as good in terms of the weapons, and the armor doesn't cover my arms. I am already overweight because I've got the lion on me. I'm going to get across to the other side. Do I have the vehicle extract? I'm just debating. We'll get to dorms. Old gas station is the other extract, and it depends if it's on or it's... Railroad is flare, but I don't have a flare. ZB13 and ZB11, so it's factory far corner basically. Quick switch to this. Before we go anywhere. I didn't bring spare ammo. This isn't going to be full. 30, 30, 30. Half, less than half. Almost 30, okay. So I'm going to make a bit of use of this. He's looking at me already. One thing I don't like about this is the scope. It's so big. I need to get a better scope for this one. There's still so there's still a sniper up here. Hang on. There we go. I'm not close enough to kill him yet. I always struggle getting hits on that guy from far away. Not once. Actually, one time he did have something good on him. He had a piece of armor on him. That dead body. The fact he is still up there and alive suggests to me the goons haven't spawned. That's just PMCs fighting scabs. I think that's at me. Took an upsetting amount of shots. There is a safe along the road here, isn't there? I'll check it. This is where I get shot by whatever party was going on in there. Just thinking I need all of these things for the Lucky Scav junk box. None of this is particularly fancy, but I'll take it. You need the vase for a couple of quests. I don't know if I have anything in the base that needs them again for upgrading, but... Okay. Who's that? Because Vishala can spawn here outside. I was waiting for them to go past here, but they're not, are they? There's no shooting though. The fact there was no shooting is potentially a good sign. It could just be some PMCs moving through. Lots of combat as usual at the new gas station. It's not there. Fine, we go in the second floor. We go to 203. We get the item it wants us to get, and then we need to head Probably towards that shooting. Dead body, looks like a scav. Pretty sure I opened this before. I was very disappointed. But of course there's a special item here. Well, at least it goes in the would be rude if I didn't check this while I'm here. SP8. Shotgun. I do need gold chains for stuff, so why not? Just go in the room over here. Is this 214? It's 214. For some reason I always think in my head this is 218, but it's not. Nothing too exciting in the others, right. I'm not going to loot the other things here. I want to see if I can find that other key and head over towards the other exit, because it is right at the other side of the map and we've only got 16 minutes left, so I'll just head across there. At least I've got a lion, so I can put that towards the upgrade. Need to be cautious as we head this way, because there were definitely those PMCs, or what look, I assume were PMCs. They have had a fight with someone. Could have looted that guy to check, I suppose. Let's eat and drink while we're here. Inventory is kind of full, so I don't really want to pop the firework. I'll think about it. Just don't like to waste it. Not that it always drops a lot of good stuff. The first time was okay. Did have the Voidu in this, the scope, so actually. I'm gonna go this way. Just in case the boss is there. But I imagine the fighting was just PMCs versus PMCs or scavs, because it was over pretty quickly. Not over very quickly. It is ongoing. And it is a lot of sustained fire, so it could be the boss. I'm going to get up on that hill. He has... they never chased me up there, but they've certainly taken some very nasty butt shots at me while I've been on this hill. Be nice not to die to them. It's always his guards that get me. But I need to see them before they can see me. And get at least one of them in the head a couple of times. But they usually see me first. Issue is there's not a lot of cover here. I got one of them. I think it's a boss. They had like funny hats on. Shit. Flanking me, I think. They're really quiet. Killed one of them, but the other one seemed unfazed by being shot in the face. Ten minutes. Kinda need them to push me. Unless I can do a wide berth. And try and get them from range potentially. not the boss, because he was definitely pushing me, but then he just seemed to give up. I find that very strange. I've never known them just give up. I've known them to hunt me across the map. I feel like I'm really pushing my luck to go back with only 8 minutes left. I could do with not dying and losing my gear again with all that insurance payment before I've made some money back. Just gonna have a quick look up the tower, see if I see anything. I also need to kill the sniper across the way. Thought I saw him up there, maybe not. That's the sniper up here, dead. Curious who I killed at the end. Definitely shot someone in the head. Time to go. At least I got one of my quests done. That's the other reason I don't want to die. Checking on the tops of these containers for ammo. Plenty of dead bodies around. Really curious if that was the boss. Dead body. No, it's a lamppost. I can see why they blocked these off, because that would be a very nice sniping spot. Stamina regen a bit before I move on. Not expecting to see anyone over here now. I didn't kill very much, but I couldn't risk staying in one position with those guys pushing me, because it sounded like they'll come from two sides, but it's very hard to tell in this game sometimes. Very curious though if that was a PMC. I'm pretty sure it was one of the bosses, or one of the boss's guards. Because I saw two people that looked the same, but they had weird hats on. And I'm just curious if the boss had spawned twice or something, or if they were just guards. I didn't get an achievement, so I didn't kill a boss. I'm pretty sure there'll be an achievement if you shoot the boss. I did 2 guards. Got 2 of them. Headshots. I'm taking that as a win because every other time I've encountered them, I have died. So I am taking that as a win, even if I didn't get the boss as well. I'm taking that as a win. To have killed those 2. Especially after they'd spotted me. They've usually started shooting me to shit by that point. I'll take that. Is that a level up? No, not quite. Might level up for the quest though. Hey, Bamalam. How are you doing? You enjoying your summer? You missed Max. He was telling me he's off to the beach. I guess the chat might still be there for you. Apologies, by the way, for anyone who wasn't here earlier. I know there's not many people watching anyway, but if my mic sounds a bit weird today, it's because this is just purely my microphone. Normally I'm running NVIDIA Broadcast, but I run NVIDIA Broadcast 1.4, and now I've upgraded to a 5070 Ti. It no longer works. I have to upgrade, and the new versions for NVIDIA Broadcast are shit. So I need to have a rethink about how I'm going to do that. I use it for noise cancellation to get rid of background noises and, you know, mouse clicks and stuff like that. And it's a shame to lose that, but there are other ways to achieve the same sort of thing. So that's why I'll have to find another way to do it. Because the new versions of NVIDIA Broadcast are absolutely atrocious. They use loads more resources and the sound quality is terrible. I have to go outside. I walk my dog. Yeah, it's not like the problem is with this upgrade. Normally when I upgrade computer parts, I'm doing it because it's fun, it's exciting, I've got a new part, yada yada yada, or I'm doing an upgrade. But this time it was more my 3080 is starting to have issues. And I'm worried it's dying. And the issues I was having kind of fit with the sort of history of those cards dying. So I was like, if the prices are going to go up and up and up this year, it's very unlikely there's going to be the super cards anymore. Because I was going to get a 5070 Ti Super for the extra RAM that's on it. But by the looks of it, they're cancelled / permanently on hold. And I think we might end up with a 60 series in late 2027, and the Supers never see the light of day. So I decided, before the prices go up anymore, I'm just going to buy one and upgrade now, lest my 3080 die in a couple of months or something. So it's not quite as exciting upgrading for that reason, but it is done. Let's transfer this stuff across quickly. Let me sell that. some of the shops in the UK have already started putting the prices up. I think it just depends where you are in the world and what the shops are like. So we have a shop in the UK called Overclockers, and well, as someone called them on a deal site I frequent, they're the overchargers, not the overclockers. Basically, they last weekend, in a 3-day period, they put up the prices of all their video cards by £50 on average. There's probably a little bit of wiggle room, but like on the Saturday they went up by 20, on the Sunday they went up by 20, and then on the Monday they went up by another 10. So it's not like they just slapped 50 on it, they just gradually increased it. Thankfully, the other site, which I bought mine off, was not doing that, and still hasn't raised their prices yet. But I was like, yeah, I'm gonna upgrade, and then it's done. PP. Okay. Yeah, everything's going to go up. The only thing that shouldn't technically go up is CPUs. But if you can't afford the RAM to go in the motherboard for the new CPU, then what's the point? The only thing that does sound good is I have an AM4 board with a 3800 in, and there's talk that AMD might start producing chips for the AM4 boards again, so you can just stick with the same DDR4 RAM and stuff. Because obviously there was the 5000 series, and I never upgraded. But if they bring out some new ones or start producing those again, that might be interesting. I can have a rethink then. I want some water. I don't have much in the way of drinks. Got plenty of rat cola. I'll take some of that. Interesting. Traders. Wasn't I... There, yeah. I was going to say, I just need to turn that on. Oh, that'll level me up, I think. Impressive indeed. It's almost a nuclear suitcase. No surprise, he spared no people trying to pull this out. Anesthesia on shoreline. The Punisher, Part 1. That's shoreline as well. You have to sort this one out using an AKM series gun. Any AKM, okay. Interesting. I'll accept whatever that is as well. Ah. More. They love doing this. Plant markers on stuff. Yeah, the I always was thinking about getting a 5000 series X3D, but I never got around to it, and the prices have always been quite high on them. Bless me, apologies. Let's visit Prapor because he's got information on the other thing I handed him.
А вот Вот и ты, солдат.
Flash
Ага.
drive.
Я не прогадал, когда подумал, что там что-то важное.
So what was on it?
Ах ты ж любопытный засранец. Ладно, ты парень полезный, еще пригодишься. Слушай, на борту были сразу аж 3 важных шишки. Вице-президент Терра Групп и 2 члена Совета Безопасности.
Terror Group's vice president.
Я поспрашивал и узнал.
No
Никакой
proper rescue
толковой
operation. Those
спасательной
people weren't
операции
just
не
anyone, they were
устроили.
high-ranking,
Хотя люди-то
important.
там, ого, какие летели. Теперь-то понятно почему.
Flash
На
drive
флешке
confirms the
этой
plane was
инфа,
shot down.
что самолетик-то сбили.
Okay. By who?
А хер его знает. Вот этого на флешке уже не было. Ух, прикинь, сколько мне отстегнут западные журналюги за такую новость. Но я тут на досуге поймал мысль одну.
Basically,
Инфа сама по себе
someone shut it
стоит
down.
приличные бабки. А если еще и узнать исполнителя...
And we need to find out who it
В
was.
общем, я думаю достать черный ящик.
Yeah, I was looking at the, I think that was the 5850, was it? And then the 5700 was, again, they were all quite expensive in the UK. And then they never really dropped in price very much. And now they're really expensive again. I mean, I don't really need to upgrade the CPU at the minute. I'd just be doing it for the sake of doing it.
Да, вечером
You're gonna
сяду с
decode it
пивком,
yourself,
и
the
как
black
давай
box.
расшифровывать. Ты сам-то понял, что сморозил? У меня есть для этого специальные люди. Например, электроник. Он за все эти штуки шарит. Правда, только механик связь с ним держит из всех торговцев Таркова. Но я уже обо всем договорился. Как найдешь черный ящик, передашь электронику. Оставишь его на рыбацком острове, на берегу. Там есть угловая комнатка. Электроник оттуда все сам заберет. Чао, Буратино.
Fine.
Заглядывай еще.
Okay. So, task reward. Let's grab that. I have to be careful what I accept of him. I also somehow managed to pin her stuff unintentionally. Alright. So I find the flight recorder and then take the flight recorder to shoreline on Fisher's Island. That's just a way for you to lose it if you die. That's pretty harsh. So go find the flight recorder, get out of woods alive with it, and then leave it on a shoreline without dying in the meantime. That's cruel. That is cruel. You can buy keys. Hang on, keys here. Mechanical keys. O-L-I. I keep spelling it oil, but it's O-L-I. Is it that one I need? Oh. Doesn't matter what it is. I can't get it to level 25 anyway. They're pretty cheap, though. Logistics department office key. That might be the one I need for the quest. That might be why it's expensive. There's not many of them either. You can tell when something's rare because there aren't a lot of keys to buy. Look at how many keys there are for the health resort. Jesus. Most of them will be junk. Let's just say these. 214, what do we get for 214? A few euros. Wow. 104. 105. 110. A little bit more. 140. These are the rooms with safes in, so they have a bit of value, but that's surprisingly low amount for them. I was expecting them to cost more. Interesting. That's a marked key. I've got one of those. You can't get that to level 35. Wow. So that's locked till even higher. $12 million. 12 million. Damn. $10 million. I have one of these. I think I have the VO. I've also got the mysterious marked room key with check 13. Where's my other marked room key gone? Oh. There it is. I put it in there because that's what I actually went to the location with. Only 10 uses, so it's basically 10 million, so it's $1 million per use. I mean, the stuff in there wasn't that good. In the grand scheme of things, I didn't think. I'm just thinking about AM5. Look on the bright side. The CPUs are going to be cheaper than the RAM. So as long as you got your RAM sorted, that's the most important thing. What's in this? Ugh. I think I kept that to sell it, rather than because the ammo in it is terrible. Right. So I guess we could go to Woods and try and retrieve the flight recorder. Because otherwise, the other stuff... Nothing really jumps out. Grab the flight recorder and then I feel like I'm doing that quest as well, the story stuff, and trying to progress that a little bit. It would be really nice to do the other Woods quest, but I need to find this fella. And I haven't found him. Let's go to Woods and see if we can get the flight recorder. And do I need to eat and drink? I do need to drink. Not that I'm very good with the grenades, but I've started using them a little bit to make the enemies shout. I'll leave that in here. Everything else is fine. Right. Oh. That's right. I've got 2 donkeys that I don't need one of. There we go. We'll complain about that. All right. Get in, get the flight recorder, get out. Oh, I might call in the airdrop, actually. I might call in the airdrop, because I haven't done that yet. See if there's any good loot in it. I assume it's still a Christmassy one. I assume it is still the Christmassy one. It's kind of a blessing and a curse. I don't have to wait for a server with this, but at the same time, it's all hosted on my machine. This will be an interesting test on the new card. And its stability. The computer is a lot cooler since I hoovered it all out and put the new card in. I hoovered it out not long ago, but quite a bit of dusting again. So much for my dust guards on it. Okay, we are at the water. We are at the... Right. Okay. I've got to get my map up. We've basically started... at the middle of the map, so we just want to go south basically. We can head this way towards that. We also know that's there, so we have the option to come back and extract at this point, which is quite a nice choice, because it means we don't have to go past the sawmill and get shot by the boss there. Those guys are dicks. Again, the guards are more of a pain than the boss. There's a marked bunker over there which we'll go to, but I just want to check this town first, because firstly, there's often people in this town at the start of the game, and secondly, I want to see if the BTR's near here on the hill, because I'd still love to do that quest as well. got good clear line of sight into this place, which is annoying. There's no fighting though. Normally if there's PMC spawn near here, they immediately start engaging here. Either with other PMCs or scavs. Could be it's clear just for once. How rare. So the BTR stops up there. I assume I'd be able to see it from here. So I'll assume it's not there. Let's pop to the marked bunker just in case there's anything good there. It's a shame not to check it. Hopefully Partisan's not there. And then we'll go to the plane, grab the recorder, and then exit. We'll exit here, but I might call in the, depending on what we find in the bunker, I might summon in the airdrop and see if there's anything good in it. Maybe I'll get lucky. Probably not. It's very quiet. I haven't had any shooting yet. Doesn't fill me with joy, I must say. I like it when I know there's shooting and people are somewhere and engaging each other. And aren't all sat waiting to pounce on me. What have you got? A lot of stuff. Nothing too exciting though. Do I want the gas filter? I'll take it. I don't need it, but apparently we're getting lots of... I'm trying to shut this door. I've learned to shut that from the few times that I've come down here and someone's followed me down. Right. Well, immediately that is an unknown item. There's a key. RBRS. Hey, race car, how are you doing? It's so hard to see stuff on this floor. I'm alright, thanks. Did you have a good Christmas and New Year? Can't see anything else. Don't often get much here, to be fair. Ah, lovely. Always nice to see grandparents. I need the T-plug for something, but I don't know what. Oh, military power filter. That goes in the butt pouch. think I need those anymore at the moment. So I'm going to leave them and then regret it later. I still need... I'm sure I've got a load of wires, to be fair. Anything else in here? No. Right. Next thing is any nice big things of ammo. Just US and PSTM. So no is the answer. What we got in here? Not a lot. Never anything on there, to be fair. Anything in this? Nothing I want. Come on, give me some fun keys. Most of them are going to end up being empty again. Yeah. These ones in particular are often quite empty. Well, you know what? The game's been nice to me. A diary and some maps in the same one. It's quite generous of the game. And a director's key. Nothing special, but better than a slap in the face. Aha! Ooh. So that's a spawn I didn't know about. So things can spawn there. I know things could spawn on top of the bag, but I didn't know things could spawn on the ground there. Okay. I've seen stuff spawn here before. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Grenade. A random thing to find in the shower. Wow, absolutely nothing on there. What is that? There's nothing on there, but again, that is a spawn I've never seen before, and that is a nice item. Military hard drive, basically. That's nice. Haven't seen many of those. I'm sure I've got enough CPU fans at the minute. Ah, they're easy to get. Why am I even thinking about picking it up? Oh, I even went back. I went to the door and I was like, I'm going to open this. And at the same time as I pressed open, there's just a gun poking through it. Who were you? You were a PMC with an 8K 103. I do. I need to take everything. I'm a loot hoarder. I have a serious problem. I admit it. I have a serious problem. in every game. It's not just this game. Every game. Hey, Helena. Yes, PvE. Yes, I'm on my on PvE at the minute. I heard the footsteps. Are you a friend of these guys? Or are you someone completely different? I assume you're a friend of these guys. Do you mind? I'm trying to steal his ammo. Is your name the NPC? Am I in here? Is that a thing? Because obviously the names do look as if people would use them, so... You didn't have anything on you. Ah, I see. Are you a Sherpa then? Oh, cool. Everyone heard that, right? I'm not crazy. Someone just walked past. Oh, my leg's injured. it's like completely oblivious to the fact that someone actually hurt me that wasn't a boss. I'm just so used to only being killed by the bosses now. Famous last words. Of course. Okay. That's a dead person that I didn't kill, and I never heard any noise. I know I shut the door. You do make me wonder though, Helena. I wonder if I have seen your NPC. I'll have to have a look in my stash. Right, we need to go to the airplane anyway. Crash plane, so I can get the black box, wherever that is. And yeah, the AI engage each other, yeah. The PMCs and the scavs will kill each other. The PMCs will kill other PMCs. And then the bosses... I think the bosses... Unless it's the rogue bosses, only kill PMCs. But, of course, they shoot at me when I'm a scav. So I am first priority. It's good to know. Because on this map a while ago, I went into the sawmill and the boss wasn't there. And I was like, fantastic, I'm going to loot all the buildings. And two separate squads of PMCs rolled up. One from the south and one from the north. And although they took a couple of shots at each other, they spent most of their time shooting at me. It was quite rude. I take it you've got a lot of hours in this game then, Helena. I played PvP when I first got the game, which was a while ago. When I got Edge of Darkness, just before they stopped selling, or a little while before they stopped selling Edge of Darkness. That is a chunky amount of playtime. That is a chunky amount of playtime. I don't think I've ever racked up that many hours in any game in my... Well, probably not. Even when I was younger. I get bored of games and end up moving on. When I started playing again at 1.0, I did play PvP a little bit, but just like, I don't really know the game, so I'm just getting shot to shit every time I walk around a corner. So I thought I'll do PvE for a bit and learn the game and enjoy it, and then eventually go back to. Oh, that was easy. I was expecting to have a hard time finding that. I thought it would be in the front of the plane. Yeah, I mean, I was... I think when I was playing in 1.0 at the start, I didn't get shot by, I think, anyone less than level 400. I was like, yeah, not good. I do feel a lot better in the game now, though, now that I've played it PvE again for a bit. Not that the shooting competition is anywhere near the same, but just in terms of movement and knowing the maps and knowing how your weapons behave and stuff. What would you say is the part that matters? Have some food while we're stood here. Beyond All Reason's a great game. Bar, yeah. Good game. Yeah. Positioning is a big, like, probably the biggest thing for me in this game, because that I had no idea. I think knowing the maps and knowing the spawns and all that kind of thing is really important as well. So obviously I had no idea if I could spawn next to someone. Yeah. I mean, as you say, all of that comes with an immense amount of playtime to learn it in that detail. Chocolate bar? Not really. I mean, I really like the game. I know it's not for everybody, but I like a fairly brutal shooter. I don't mind the whole brutality of dying and losing your gear and stuff. We died a lot when I was playing before, because I was playing with some of the guys from WoO, yes. And helps being in a group, but equally, that said, one or two of them loved shooting us in the back and accidentally killing us. Yeah, well, I mean, the drops help all the new people, you know, and yes, the economy is going to be very different to what it was before. I can understand why they did the drops. I do think it's maybe a bit excessive, but I can understand why they did it. Like, I still have like 50 boxes I haven't opened or something, or more. And that's the PvE stuff where I've opened a few of them. In the PvP, there's a lot more, because I haven't opened them. Fireworks. Yeah, I've never played Arena. I do have access to it, obviously, but I need to get around to downloading it. But yeah, I know the drops are on there now. I like the idea of the seasonal characters for Tarkov. I think that's pretty cool. I also like the sound of the Scav Life thing as well. I quite like Scav runs. I know some people who play PvE don't do them, but I find them just a nice change of pace. And I also like I find it a good place to practice being aggressive, because it doesn't matter if I die. No, Tarkov Arena race car. Tarkov has a different game attached to it called Tarkov Arena. Think of it more like Call of Duty style game mode where you're shooting the shit out of each other. Your timing is terrible. Your timing is terrible. Hello, BTR driver, your timing is shit. Where were you at the start? I've been trying to get to depot for ages, but the last 5 or 6 times I've come here, he just hasn't appeared. And now he's appeared at the end, and there's only 6 minutes left, so I can't go to depot now. Come on, Christmas surprise sled. It doesn't always spawn at checkpoint. That's the issue. Because I've spawned in the map next to checkpoint a couple of times and it's not been there. And I don't know if that's just because... I don't know if it's always on the map or what. That's the only thing I don't understand. Key 01. Okay. That's a bloody key for Labyrinth. Oh, I need that. I'll have that because that's what I use. Take that because why not? Oh, an eagle. I'm going to take that. I don't know what I need it for, but it keeps telling me I need it. That'll do. Rather than fill my inventory with more junk. Okay. Not always. Fine. That explains why sometimes it doesn't seem to appear. I'm doing it, right, because I have a serious issue that I pick up everything, and I'm trying to teach myself not to pick up as much. I'm trying to be more selective. I have such a problem with the amount of shit I pick up. My inventory is always full. You know, I bought 10 extra lines of slots. That was my Christmas gift to myself for Tarkov. I bought 10 extra lines of slots. I filled it up in 24 hours. Oh, I have no idea which attachments are valuable. Are you kidding? I pick up the ones I know. I'm not deep enough into the game to understand what is valuable and what is not. And there's so many items, especially when it comes to weapon parts. I mean, it's a fantastic system, the weapon part system, but there's hundreds of them. I mean, I don't really understand the economy, full stop. But I mean, the thing is, I have quite a lot of money, and unlike PvP, technically I don't lose any items. Should I be concerned that nothing's happening right now? I hope it hasn't crashed on me, because obviously I host the server here. That's the only thing about PvE and Woods at the moment. During the 1.0 launch, they changed Woods to be locally hosted only instead of BSG servers. And it's nowhere near as stable. Yeah, it's not black screened. I mean, I can hear the sound in the background, but it's not progressing to the end screen is the issue. It's not the end of the world. I didn't have anything great on me if it cancels it out, but... That's annoying. What a shame. Anyhow, I was going to say before that happened, the thing with PvE is, when you die, if your items are insured, you get it all back. So generally speaking, although I do die, mainly, well, to the bosses, I only die to the bosses now. I used to die to the PMCs a lot. But basically I just have 2 sets of main gear, and if I die, then I get that gear back the next day. And in the meantime, I'm using the other set of gear. So I can be very picky about what I pick up. And because I don't know the game really well in terms of items, then... Oh, there you go. Some error occurred in the back end. Profile data could not be saved. Back end error, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Raid ended early extraction. That was the guys that came downstairs, yeah. So I got the XP for it. I got the kills for it. Did I get the loot? Question mark, question mark. I was assuming that just cancelled, like the message was suggesting it was cancelling the entire raid, but it seemed to still give me the XP. I've never had that message before. That's completely new. Okay, so it cancelled the raid. But like, it gave me the XP. But I didn't get any of the items. But I still have my firework. So that's fair. It just basically put me back to where I was before I went in the raid. I'm just sat here shrugging my shoulders. You can't see me, but I'm just shrugging my shoulders. It's fine. Just weird. Just weird. Oh dear. Okay. Fine. I have a quest to hand in, and I just remembered about it. Is it a Jaeger quest? Yeah, there we go. Apparently I only have one of those. What did I get for that? Nothing exciting. Well, that's a shame. But never mind. Wasn't like I got anything that exciting from the run. Or did I found a key that I hadn't found before, but it wasn't an amazing key, I don't think. It was one of the ones for... It was an RB key, so it was one of the ones for reserve. But it wasn't a marked key. On the... There's so many keys. It was an RB something. That was about the most interesting thing. Everything else was replaceable. At least I get my fireworks so I can see if I get anything good in there again. Never mind. Check my hideout. I can't remember how long I've got left on. Probably a good 10 or just under 10 hours left on my Bitcoin farm. Nine hours. Yeah. Not till tomorrow then. Not till tomorrow. And then the scav case. That was the other thing that was a shame, because there was a gold skull ring in there. But it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. But yeah, like items wise, I've got, I mean, as you can see, the amount of junk I've got. I have 2 ammo crates and a pistol crate, which is just full of ammo. And some of the ammo I probably never use, but I tried to keep the stuff that's got decent armor piercing. I've got lots of random weapon stuff. Some of this is stuff that I've deliberately picked up and kept. And some of it is stuff that I've probably taken off a gun and replaced with something else, and it's just ended up here in this pile of stuff. Lots and lots of junk. Got my Christmas helmet and my Christmas armor. I thought the Christmassy stuff's quite fun, though confused the hell out of me when I saw Killer, because I thought he was Santa Claus. Mildly amusing. I've got a grenade down there. You go in the grenade case. How many of those do I have? 3, so I can sell that and those. What will you take off me? Thank you. And who wants this? Skier will take it. I don't need to give you it, so ski it. Oh dear. That's a shame it crashed. / had a back end error. But never mind. These things happen. I'm afraid, however, I am going to call it a night there, as it is now after midnight, and I am a little tired. So I will catch you all later. Thank you for popping along on the chit chat, guys. Much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. And the rest of your weekend, I'm sure I'll be on at some point. I'll see you all soon.